I'd like to introduce Albert Nocciolino. Albert is the president of Broome County Community Charities for a few words.
Thank you, John. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Broome County Community Charities, I'd like to say it's the beginning today, beginning of a celebration of 50 years of professional golf in Broome County. And we're excited that we're celebrating our 50th anniversary with this year's Dick's Sporting Goods Open. But an event like this doesn't happen by accident. You have to have tremendous support from a lot of people, starting with John Credes and his great staff, the team here at Enjoy, our wonderful partnership with Broome County, but most importantly, the people who step up and help us fund the tournament, Dick's Sporting Goods. Without Dick's Sporting Goods, we have no tournament and wouldn't have been able to do what we at the charities like to do every year, and that's give hundreds of thousands of dollars to our local charities. So we want to thank Dick's Sporting Goods and our friend Ed Stack, the Stack family, Tim and Kim Myers as well, for the continuous understanding of the role that this event plays in Broome County. But we also want to thank all those other sponsors and advertisers who have been with us every year, our volunteers, and all those not-for-profit organizations that make it happen here on the course when we put on our tournament. This is an extraordinary event, one of the biggest events in Western New York. And we look forward in July to doing what we do every year, raising money for our charities and providing one of the biggest events that provides an economic impact to our community that we look forward to. So 50 years of golf in Broome County, coming here in July and celebrating the Dick's Sporting Goods Open, and hopefully we'll have a big success. I thank you. Turn it back to you, John.
Thank you, Albert. I couldn't echo Albert's sentiments more. Thank you to each of you, but without our sponsors, starting right with Dick's Sporting Goods, our volunteers, our additional sponsors, our committee heads, of course the staff, this doesn't happen overnight. And as we all know, it's been an interesting 15 months. We certainly all miss the 2020 Dick's Sporting Goods Open, and we're excited. We're back. We're back 74 days away from today. June 28th to July 4th, we will be celebrating the 50th anniversary of professional golf here in Broome County. Safety. Safety is priority number one this year. We need to make sure that we're putting on a fun but safe event for everybody. And with that, we've been working with the state of New York, representatives from Broome County, and the PGA Tour to develop a plan to put in place this event. Policies and measures according with state and local COVID protocols will go into place. And that's what I'd like to go over with you today, some of those protocols. And understand that we're in a world that is forever changing. And whether it's regulations from the tour, regulations from New York State, recommendations from the CDC, we all know that things are changing on a daily basis. And as a tournament, we're going to be adapting as well. So some of the things that I'm telling you today, they're all as of today, and we all know that they may change between now and June 28th. So the first off is we are preparing for up to 5,000 fans a day. So certainly a little bit different atmosphere, but nevertheless, we are going to be an event that has fans. When you come into the golf course on a typical day, the first thing is there's going to be thermal screening outside, so everybody is going to make sure that their temperature is within the CDC guidelines. Then all people that are entering the tournament property, they'll be asked a series of verbal questions that they need to acknowledge, and this is following the PGA Tour protocol. And they're the typical COVID questions that we've all seen over the last 15 months, just acknowledging that, again, you don't have a temperature, you haven't been with anybody who's tested positive in the last 14 days. Also new for this year, all tickets will be digital. And they're digital, one, that's the way of the times, but also if there is any type of contact tracing that needs to be done, this will certainly facilitate it. Tickets will be transferable, so utilizing the Ticketmaster app and the Ticketmaster wallet on your phone, you will be able to transfer your tickets amongst family and friends also. Individual Pro-Am tickets are currently available, and they're available on Ticketmaster.com. How you're going to see the tournament look different this year. We're going to start right with the 18th green. We're used to big, large corporate tents, shared hospitality, and that's going to change this year. Instead, we're going to have 12-person cabanas. So we're going to create pods, and these cabanas are going to be what you're going to see encircled around the majority of the 18th green. We'll still have a couple large tents for Dick's Sporting Goods and HH&K, but instead of seeing shared hospitality spaces with 3, 4, or in some cases dozens of different companies, you now will see these cabanas where they're able to create their own pod and have a comfort level, again, following safety protocols. The remaining tickets will be sold as a 3-day all-inclusive ticket that we're referring to as our Club 71 ticket this year. And again, Club 71 named after our first year, and we're looking forward to this new way of doing business here for 2021. And by utilizing this model, we have become a primarily cashless event, which, as you all know, is a very important protocol that the CDC and the state are all pushing at this point. As of today, face masks will be required for all spectators, staffs, and volunteers, unless they're actively eating or drinking. Also, eating and drinking will not be allowed on the first 10 feet of the rope line. Certainly, we all have watched television, different sporting events, including golf. Even though it's outside, the face coverings and the safety are certainly the perception that we'd like to continue to give, just like all the other major events. Also, as of today, we will be utilizing the New York State Excelsior Pass to show proof of vaccination or a negative test within the last 72 hours. And again, everything is changing on a daily basis. So when we're talking about face coverings and showing proof of vaccination or a negative test, those are what we have as of today, April 15th. We're going to follow the mandates once June 28th comes. Also, public bleacher seating will not be available this year. So fans are encouraged to bring chairs and sit in a way that helps to ensure physical distancing throughout all 18 holes on the golf course. You guys know we have a beautiful setting behind you, over 225 acres. There's plenty of space for 5,000 people to occupy, especially when we're looking at a golf course that on some days there were 30,000, 40,000 people here in the course of the day. So there's plenty of room when you look at the numbers that had been here in the past that are able to space out. Also, sanitation stations will be located throughout the grounds, as well as a fan safety ambassadors will be here to encourage our attendees' compliance with COVID protocols. We'll be utilizing separate entrances and exits this year, again, to prevent any type of crowding at either one. So we're looking at 3 great days of competitive PGA Tour Champions golf. Without going into the field, that isn't what we are here for today, but what I can tell you is we have a major the week before us in the senior players. We have a major the week after us in the senior U.S. Open. And I like to consider that we're the major in the middle this year. And everything that we're hearing from the players are, look, we're not going to take a week off between the majors. We're coming to see you. So I think we're going to have one of the best attended quality of players in our field that we have ever had. We are planning a concert, and we're excited to say that the current CMA Vocal Group of the Year, actually 3 times CMA Vocal Group of the Year, Old Dominion, will be off of our 18th green on our stage on Friday evening. And again, we're talking about 5,000 people. And if you look at roughly 1,100 are in corporate hospitality, that means there's only 3,900 people that are spaced out around the 18th green in that 18th fairway, an area that used to hold 20 to 25,000 for a concert. So there's going to be plenty of room for everybody to be there, enjoy themselves in a safe and efficient manner. We'll also be hosting the Guthrie Heart and Soul 5K. We're going to have information on our family night, a celebration of our 50th anniversary. That will be forthcoming in the near future. And also we'll be hosting Sunrise Yoga on Sunday morning prior to the final round of play. So as you can see, it's a different type of year, but we're trying to provide a sense of normalcy as best we can with Dick's Sporting Goods Open Week and being able to provide the community with a way to get back to how things used to be. Granted, it's small steps, but we're committed to a 2021 event that is above all safe and allows us to achieve the ultimate purpose, and that's to raise money and funds for organizations here in our community. As Albert mentioned, we're more than just a professional golf tournament. We do provide a source of economic impact within our community, but most importantly, let's find a way to raise money for our charitable organizations. We are going to look different here this year, different than we did in 2019, but we're grateful to host this reimagined experience for our community. Our tournament safety plan, just so everybody knows, was modeled after other PGA Tour events that have been hosted as recently as the last couple of weeks. So we believe that this is a plan not only that's right for our community, but it's proven to be a safe plan for everybody that is going to be here. And again, myself, our tournament staff, officials from the county, we will continue to monitor and adapt to the state and local COVID protocols up until and through tournament week. So what I told you today, again, is a snapshot of where we are in time. As Albert mentioned, 50 years. This isn't how we envisioned our 50th anniversary, but we're going to celebrate it. We're going to take what's been given to us. We're going to follow the protocols. We're going to adapt because of the pandemic and the regulations set forth by the state. And we're going to ask for everybody's patience and understanding as we bridge to 2022 and get back to the Dick's Sporting Goods Open that we all know and love. So with that, I'm here to answer any questions, but we're excited. 74 days. We're going to have some of the best golfers in the world here. Old Dominion, a lot of fun. Let's get back to the things that we all know and love and raise some money for charity.
Is a negative test or a vaccination required to enter?
So as of today, the Excelsior Pass, or if you were from out of state, you would need that. And again, we're going to adapt to the policy set forth by the state between now and the event.
As far as fans, if you buy a ticket for Friday, are you still eligible to buy one for Saturday, or are you trying to keep it so you can only get one ticket?
So actually, everything is going to be a 3-day ticket this year. So it will be a 3-day all-inclusive ticket, and that ticket would be transferable amongst friends if need be.
Okay, so that's what you mentioned. You said
As of right now, what's the procedure going to be for having fans for the concert? Because you usually have a lot of people staying and coming in after.
So it will be only those 5,000 people. So that 5,000 number is for the entire day. So when you buy a ticket, as in the past, it was good for golf and the concert, and we know that a lot of people used to come just for the concert, but this is going to be an all-day ticket. So there's no additional tickets. There's no Friday-only tickets. You are a sponsor, you are a supporter of the Dick's Sporting Goods Open for Friday through Sunday. If you'd like to divvy up your tickets, you're welcome to do that, but it's a 3-day pass this year.
And you said it's a 5,000 capacity per day?
5,000 per day.
As far as, I think, my mind goes to parking is always something that I feel like we talk a lot about. I guess do you anticipate that being a little bit easier to figure out this year with less people coming in and out?
We certainly do, and with the tickets, whether it's a hospitality pass or the Club 71 tickets, there will be parking that will be associated with it. But you are correct that it's going to be easier to park. It's going to be easier to get here. It's going to be easier to park. And once you are here, you're going to have a lot of room to go and enjoy yourself.
As far as events, and I know you touched on a few, the yoga and the Guthrie events, which usually happen on the weekend, right?
Mm-hmm, correct.
Are you having any events early in the week like you do in normal years? Obviously, last year Jack Nicklaus was here, and then...
Correct. So we are working on that. We're having some conversations right now with UHS, and hopefully we'll have some information here in the near future. Well, thank you, everybody. We look forward to some great player announcements here in the near future. Very honestly, I have not traveled to an event since last fall, and I'm going to be going to Houston here in a few weeks, and I'm anxious to talk to players and get their flight information and everything situated. And again, I think we're going to host just an amazing field. And for those of you that are true sports advocates, Phil Mickelson, Ernie Els, Darren Clark, Jim Furyk, those are players that have all turned 50 since our 2019 event. So we're going to see some great faces here, some future Hall of Famers that have not been here either before or in many years, and I think it's going to be a great time. Thank you, everybody. Let's go raise money for charity.
Okay, if we grab a couple shots of
Absolutely. You're welcome. And you know you need me. I have a committee head meeting at 6:30. Okay. So if I don't pick up because we're in the middle, I'll call you right after. But